The question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Tech's offense will come out first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings, and Palmer obviously in the booth was pretty solid too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offense comes up first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Pulls it in, it's Alexander. They stop him short and will have a big 4th down coming. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Georgia's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Caught. Close to the marker. It's Odom. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Quick handoff. Looking for room at the 40. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tipped up at the 36. And the Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Fires to the tight end. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Now the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Flores. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
He wants it all. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Pressure coming. And the defense got him at the 27. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense set on first down. On the run, it's Frazier. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment. The Rambling Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Gives it on the option. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Odom. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. His head is spinning. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Snag in the middle. It's Odom. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Lining up to add another. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt, defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Flores. Here's the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Oh, better look out. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball is in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Soto. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The run from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the duel between Georgia and Georgia Tech plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Crosses the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Reed. The short hands, it's Craver. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Dogs! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Defense might bring the house here. Scanning the field, it's Flores. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Craver. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Pocket breaking down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got a man, it's Frazier. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quickly out to the tight end. How about the zip this junior? That ball to pick up the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Toss to the outside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Dogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy Dogs putting the fight into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Good enough for first down.
To the air, it's Flores. Under fire. Running into the open space.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on third down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Buying some time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Georgia. How about this back pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Flores. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Defense looks like they're coming. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. All wideouts, no backs. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Here's the handoff. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Craven. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The run to the right. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able